In the heart of the city, nestled among towering skyscrapers and bustling streets, stands the old Ravens Croft Hotel. Built in the late 1800s, it was once a grand establishment known for its luxury and opulence. However, over the years, the hotel's reputation took a dark turn. Whispers of ghostly apparitions, mysterious deaths, and eerie occurrences became synonymous with one particular room, Room 13. The new guests one chilly autumn evening, a young couple, Mark and Lisa, checked into the Ravens Croft Hotel. Unaware of its haunted history, they were assigned Room 13, the only room available. The receptionist, an elderly woman with a knowing look, hesitated briefly before handing over the key. "Be careful in there," she warned cryptically. Unsettling discoveries. As Mark and Lisa settled into their room, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The room was adorned with antique furniture and a large, ornate mirror that seemed to cast shadows of its own. Suddenly, Lisa noticed cold spots in certain areas, and the air grew heavy with an unexplainable tension. The first encounter that night, as they prepared for bed, the couple heard faint whispers echoing through the walls. Mark dismissed it as the wind, but Lisa couldn't shake the feeling of dread. She glanced at the mirror and saw a fleeting reflection of a woman in old-fashioned clothing standing behind her. When she turned around, the figure was gone. The ghostly apparition. As the night wore on, the disturbances escalated. The room's temperature plummeted, and ghostly apparitions began to manifest more frequently. Mark awoke to see a spectral figure standing at the foot of their bed, its hollow eyes staring directly at him. Frozen in fear, he could only watch as the apparition slowly faded into the shadows. The historical haunting. Desperate for answers, Mark and Lisa visited the hotel's library the next morning. They discovered that Room 13 had a tragic history. In the early 1900s, a woman named Emily, who was jilted by her lover, took her own life in that very room. Since then, guests reported seeing her ghost, feeling her sorrow, and experiencing unexplained phenomena. The haunting intensifies. That evening, back in Room 13, the haunting intensified. Objects moved on their own, doors slammed shut, and the whispers grew louder. Lisa felt a cold hand brush against her cheek, and Mark saw shadowy figures darting around the room. They realized they had to leave, but the door wouldn't budge, as if held shut by an unseen force. The final confrontation. In a desperate attempt to escape, Mark and Lisa recited a prayer they found in an old book from the library. As they spoke the words, the room shook violently, and Emily's ghostly figure appeared once more, this time more tangible and sorrowful. She reached out, and for a brief moment, they felt her anguish. With a final, heart-wrenching wail, she disappeared, and the door to the room swung open. The escape. Mark and Lisa fled the hotel, vowing never to return. Outside, they looked back to see the windows of Room 13 glowing with an eerie light before fading into darkness. The couple knew they had encountered something truly otherworldly, and the haunting of Room 13 remained etched in their minds forever. The lingering curse. The Ravens Croft Hotel continued to operate, but Room 13 remained vacant, its door permanently locked. Guests still whispered about the haunting, and the legend